Hello, what up guys? How you doing? It is Lasty here. Welcome today to a new episode of the FIFA 20 Ultimate Team Road to Glory, episode number 138. In today's episode, we are going to complete an SBC of Headliners Challenge. We are going to get our level 20 reward and choose who we're going to pick there, and also play some more games of the Weekend League and upgrade one of our players in our team. If you do enjoy all of that good stuff, hit me with a thumbs up on this Sunday. I'd love to see 3,000 likes. That's a big ask, but if you can hit me with a thumbs up, that would be amazing. And of course, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Click the notification bell, become part of the notification squad, and let me know down below in the comments if you are a Noti Gang member. So we'll start this episode off by doing the Headliners Challenge. I had the players in the club. I figured I would get it done because although here's an untradeable pack reward, which we don't like around here. It was a 35k pack, and I am still yet to pack a headliner. So I want it. You know, I need to take every little opportunity that I can in order to actually maybe, just maybe, pack one. Because there's not many chances left. I'm gonna have like squad battles rewards, and that'll be it, because things go out of packs from like Tuesday, don't they, the headliners? So there's not much chance left. I just want to see the different players. I just want to see one walk out, even if it's the worst one. It would be nice to say that we got one. Yeah, but we don't. We get Strakosha. It's not the greatest 35k pack you've ever seen in your life, but you know what? It didn't really cost a whole bunch. And the next thing I did, or the next thing I focused on, was trying to get up in the levels. So I unlocked, by playing games, I've unlocked the Predator kit, unlocked some more XP. Friday night came around, so of course we got new weekly objectives, we got new things to do, and with that meant that there's XP opportunity for me to actually get up to level 20. Lunar New Year also came out, so that was like scoring goals and finesse shots, and it's the year of the rat, which is yeah, there's a rat tifo. I didn't like it when we had the other rat SBC came out, so the fact that everyone's going to be using a rat kit and a rat tifo, oh no, oh dear. But I do like the look of the lantern ball though, so I'm going to stick that one on, and I did stick the rat tifo on as well. So we'll see if it's too toxic, then we'll take it off and we'll switch it back to Zidane or Kaká, or maybe the mountains, because hey, mountains are cool. Lasty 2020, right? Someone actually commented that the other day, and I appreciate you. So yeah, we were then 27 XP off from my level 20 reward, so I needed to go and play another game. I think I just did squad battles on beginner, or whatever it was, and I played a game in the for the daily reward to get the one player pack. We actually get a board from it, which is unusual considering it is literally just one rare player. It's sort of unusual to get anything half decent from that, but we'll take it. An 84 rated João Moutinho is gonna make something a bit cheaper. We got an SBC that we will complete later on in this episode, which means that will definitely be a bit cheaper. So yeah, after playing one more squad battles match, I had the XP. I had the XP to complete the season and choose my player. And originally I was thinking Felipe Anderson looks great, but it is actually due to the, I guess, popular demand and the positive things that you guys have said about this particular player, is that we are going to choose Aouar. And he looks great, and I actually would love him to feature as one of my centre mids in the 4-4-2 for a little while. So we're going to try and work him into the squad, and it's not going to be the easiest thing to do to get him on full chemistry, but I'd, be willing to try him on 8 chem, see if he feels good or bad or whatever. Just get a general feeling for him before we try and actually really try and fit him in full chemistry wise. I don't know if that's ever going to be possible without removing Paulinho, and I don't know what we could do, but yeah, it's as simple as just switching Griezmann with Aouar for now, and we can happily play him on 8 chem. It means that we get to bring our Payras back into the squad again. And the only players off chem there are Mendy as normal. Aouar's on 8, so I'm totally fine with that. And I think he's still going to be a really interesting, good little card to use. And then Mane, who stats literally, it doesn't make any difference, the fact that he's on 8 chem rather than 10. But hey, there might be some things we can do in the future to get people on better chemistry. So one thing I thought of maybe doing was, and it can't be done now, it can be done in maybe a couple of weeks or something, would be to try and unlock maybe Baby Blanc from icon swaps now, because that would obviously then get a strong link to Aouar. There's potential there, and then you never know, like over the next month we may even get the coins to try and complete the Ben Yedder SBC, or maybe we'll end up being able to get an Mbappe back in the squad or something. So there's having that player, I think he's one of the better French centre mids. There aren't many amazing ones unless you obviously get like Team of the Year Kante and stuff. So yeah, I'm pretty pleased with choosing that. I don't think I would ever really use Felipe Anderson. We've got Team of the Year Mane, so he outranks him a bit. And then, yeah, like, I've got plenty of super subs. I don't need a super sub in that variety. So I'm very pleased that we've chosen Aouar. So we're 3-0 in the weekend league, and it was time to play a little bit more. I wasn't going to have that much time. It was getting quite late at night, and this was on Friday night that I was playing this. I knew that I had to try and get some games done, because all of yesterday, all of Saturday, I had to record Squad Builder Showdown, and you'll see that on the channel in the coming days. Me and Andy have been filming again, so that's pretty cool. I like to do that. We have a lot of fun filming that, and then that would leave me not much time in the evening to actually play more Weekend League. So a lot of the stuff is going to be left for today, or like when you're watching this, the Sunday. So on this Sunday, I'm not going to have a chill one. I'm not going to be able to sit back, relax, and enjoy my Sunday. I'm going to have to be out there, like, you know, sweating in the Weekend League and stuff. So don't particularly look forward to that, but it is what it is. Some weekends you're busier than others, right? So 2-0 down in this game right here. I was getting completely done by the pace and ability of both Headliners Adama, which is someone I regret not doing now, and then also this player moment Sané. This is the first time I've come up against him. Very, very difficult player to manage. Like he's kind of all over the show. He's quite tall, he's skillful, he's incredibly fast. And I mean, when I look back at this game, like I had a lot of opportunities, but the goal that I actually scored was when my opponent's controller must have failed on him or something. He basically gifted me the goal, essentially. So I fully and totally deserved to lose that game. And with that, we ended up, knowing that we've got a lot of coins at our disposal at the moment, I decided for now, why not upgrade to a slightly better Aguero card. It's you know, stats-wise, it's literally +1s. He's going to perform pretty much the same. However, it's got a cool dynamic image. I like the card design a little bit more. And since we don't currently know what to really do with the coins, I don't think we're going to end up losing too much on this. So we can just sell our other blue Aguero, as you can see here, and bring in the 90 rated one. And who knows, maybe that strikes fear into my opponents a little bit more. I highly doubt it, but it gives us a cool dynamic image player to use for now. Yeah, so it's slight upgrade to the team, slight change to the squad. We still can't quite afford the record breaker one. If we could, I would obviously spend the money and get him, but we are still a bit far off. So maybe if we can get like a little headliner challenge where I maybe pack something good and we can up ourselves by 50k, then that would be great. But we need that to actually happen first. So I go into my next game, and this guy was a possession something. I'm not going to say the word, but he was a possession player. Literally to the tune of like 60-something%. I was so bored, and I wasn't in the right mindset. This game really, really wound me up. And like, I lost the last one, which is never good for motivation. And then to be 2-0 down in this match, my head was gone because I was so bored. I hate the fact that you can't press on this game. I genuinely hate the fact it's so boring. If someone plays possession, you can't do much about it. It's so difficult to press this year, which is a huge problem in my opinion. So we're 2-0 down. We end up getting a penalty and scoring with Aguero using our technique of make it look like you're trying to force it in the top left corner and then just going down the middle. And then Aouar pushes forward. Mane into Aguero, back to Sadio Mane, and I do get myself the equaliser. So somehow, out of being half asleep in my eyes closed because he was having so much possession, we somehow got back into the match. And then, like, an AI block, I'm pretty sure, from PK right there, just like sent my head west, and then he ends up running down the other end and scoring a goal, which, like, is what it is, I guess. It's fine. He was able to get through my defensive line there from that short free kick and score the goal to essentially win the match. And then another AI block, As you can see, when we hit a perfectly green timed, lovely shot, lovely well-worked play with Aouar, would have been nice to get that goal for him. Ends up getting blocked again, and I'm just like 3-0 to 3-2 in the space of 2 Friday night games. What is happening? So I went in again because I wasn't gonna stop playing until I at least won one game. So if we lost this one, we'll be 3-3, and we'll carry on until we get to 4-3 or whatever it is. I am not leaving this session on a loss. So I'm doing stupid things at this point. You can tell that I'm a player with his head gone at this point. I'm someone that is not playing in his right mind, not being able to play the FUT that he wants to. Servers felt pretty tragic, if I'm not, if I'm being truthful. But it's Friday night at peak times, that's what happens during those times. It's going to be the same on Saturday night and Sunday afternoon, and it just is the way that it is this year, and everyone experiences it. So it's just some people can deal with it better. I guess if you've won 5 games in a row and you're playing in dodgy servers, well, actually, at least your motivation is kind of there. I nearly rage quit at 0-0 here when I hit the post and hit the bar straight off. I was kind of like, this game does not want me to win. But yeah, we progress, we carry on, we try and get ourselves a victory here. Mane ends up getting in the box and finally scoring a finesse shot. I think they're buffed probably more than any of the other shot types. So getting to that edge of the area part, if you can get that ball around the AI block, then you are quite likely to score a finesse. So Mane scores again, still proving that he's been a great signing for the club. Aguero and Mane sort of linking up, and it was a really nice play. But what a save that is from ter Stegen. And if headers were a little bit better, I think maybe that one would have gone in. But we are going to end up getting another goal here. Mane just dancing. When you just left stick dribble, even in poor server conditions, it may not be the most responsive thing, but at least if you stop the sprinting and just left stick dribble, it can be somewhat, you can move around a little bit when you're using the top tier players, like someone with basically 99 dribbling. So yeah, eventually we go 2-0 up, and I feel like I was definitely better than this guy. I needed to get a strong win here, and Ryan Kent, oh god, look at it. It's so lucky that you can tell that we are both experiencing bad play here. But we end up getting it 3-0 up, and this guy's going to quit. Fair enough as well. I think if I went 3-0 down in any of my matches on this evening, I would have been so far out of there into the next game, you would not believe. So it wasn't the nicest of sessions of playing, I must admit, and it didn't really get us super far. I was hoping to play a few games that night and maybe be up to 6 or 7 wins, which would help me out through my busy weekend. But this is where we're at, 4-2. Not a good record to be having, but I had to put it down for there. I was totally done with the conditions, and I just did not want to play anymore that evening. We will suffer through it later on in the weekend, but 10 more wins to get. It can't take that long, right? So we complete the year of the rat, the Lunar New Year, for this awesome kit. Another red and black kit, which we've got plenty of already, but it looks all right. I don't think I put it on at that point because I've got the Adidas Predator kit, but even that was kind of bugging out. I've been getting a situation where no matter what kit I choose, when I choose my home and away kit, so it should be my red kit versus my white kit, it's still giving my opponent the black Team of the Week kit. I don't know if any of you guys are experiencing that as well, but for now I'm going to have to change to a lighter kit because it seems to default to your opponents to that Team of the Week away kit. So if that's happening to you, all I can suggest is just change it so that you've got a light kit, so even if you do come up against your opponent and it doesn't give you the kit that you desire, then at least his kit will be very different and very contrasting to yours. So the final thing we're going to do in today's episode is submit a fully untradeable squad full of fodder to get this Tammy Abraham, and it's not because I think he's a great player that I really, really want. I just wonder if there's a chance. He's got a couple in form so far this year. He scores goals quite nicely. There's just maybe a chance that by a couple of months' time, he might be up to an 88, or who knows if Chelsea can ever go on a 4-game win streak or something, and then gets a boost from that. But I think he looks okay. And I know we're kind of already set for Premier League strikers and whatnot, but I did submit a Jamie Vardy, so we've only got Rashford as an English striker, so it'd be nice to have a couple of them in case we get any more English requirements going forwards. And he looks quite good. He's got 87 shooting. If he is anything like, and his stats are very different, I guess, but if he's anything like the Haaland that I've used on a different video, what a player. So I'm hoping that maybe he can feel kind of good as well, being like a tall target man type player. Hopefully his shot's really good. You won't see me using him really much at all, maybe just in objectives, but I didn't want to like miss out on him because he's like 30 odd K. I wanted to make sure I completed him. So we sell Aguero, we get 70k for the blue one, so we're down to 270k-ish, but we do have the other blue Aguero in the squad, who's looking good and started off all right. Aouar has got 1 goal in the 3 games that he's played, but I've genuinely thought that he was a nice midfielder to use. Really quite interested to get stuck into the rest of my games, hopefully under better server conditions. If I can play in some smooth gameplay and see how he really is, I'll be able to give a much clearer view to you guys as to whether or not he's worth it. But first impressions are quite good. I know I've lost a couple of games tonight, but or in this session, but that's fine. You know, it's going to happen at some point, so it might as well happen earlier. It doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things, but so far so good. Him and Paulinho linking up in that midfield, I quite like it. So I've simply said it so that Paulinho is the more defensive one now, because Aouar has better attacking stats than he has defending stats, and I think with that agility and the dribbling stats that he's got, he could be a nice asset to the club. So yeah, guys, that is going to wrap things up for today's episode. If you did enjoy, do me a huge favour on this Sunday and smash it with a thumbs up. That would be amazing. Why don't you come follow me on Twitter and Instagram? Links are down below. And of course, don't forget to subscribe if you're new around here. But most importantly, out of everything, I hope you all have a wonderful Sunday. Yes, just relax, enjoy as much as you possibly can. And I will catch you tomorrow with another episode. Peace.